It's that time of year, my friends. Hell in a Cell. Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. That's right, they swapped it out. Originally, it was going to be Money in the Bank, but they thought that this might be something that might build up just that much more come SummerSlam. And what way to do it? Well, I'm going to throw some ideas out there, you guys. We have the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, potentially taking on Seth Rollins. Now, this might actually end up changing. I'm sure this match would be more ideal for the biggest party of the summer. But if they really want to get things amped up from what they've been doing the last couple of months, this is definitely one way to do so. We already saw them confront each other at the last pay-per-view, so I think it's time that that whole Shield reunion that had gone down a couple years back finally comes to an end. It's time to seal the deal. The big dog, he's been facing just about every single top contender. But Seth Rollins is that last hurdle to truly crown himself as to who is running the show on SmackDown. Now, do keep in mind that this is more of like a WrestleMania match, or in this situation, now that SummerSlam is right around the corner, this will be more suiting for a big show event. I think this will only translate into the evolution of that. I don't foresee actually this playing out. Most likely what's going to end up happening is that it's going to be Jimmy Uso. And not that I want to take anything away from Seth Rollins, because this I definitely want to see at some point. Whether it happens on Friday night, 2 weeks down the road, drop a like if you guys want to see Seth Rollins competing for that Universal title. Maybe it's time to decrown the title, right? Will he do it? If he does end up facing him, we will get back to Rollins in just a sec. I'm going to give you some thoughts as to where this could also lead. But yes, right here, there is a bloodline that has been broken, right? They are no longer a thing. Jay's still very much his right-hand man, or in this case, he's going to be on the left side. But yeah, it's time to part ways, man. And it does suck to see that, man, because when it comes down to family, you're supposed to stick through blood and water, but yeah, I don't think he liked the whole idea when Jay was out here doing his grunt work. So I think what's going to end up happening is that one of two things: either A, the Usos will end up breaking up, or B, they might end up reuniting the way that they used to do it back in the tag team division, then come after the big. I highly doubt that. He's got way too much push, and I know that the right-hand man stands pretty strong with that. But yes, definitely right here, Jimmy versus Roman Reigns. Coming back to Mr. Rollins, we don't want to count out Cesaro, because Cesaro has demonstrated that he is the man that's going to be challenging, or maybe even becoming champion come later 2021. And in order for him to do so, he needs to get one more up, and I think one way to do that is against Seth Rollins. This could be like maybe either a number one contender spot or develop into a triple threat match. Either way, we know that both of these guys can deliver. Ideally, I would more like to see Roman Reigns being incorporated come SummerSlam, and then maybe Cesaro pulling out. But you know what? That's going to be talked about later on as the months progress. So definitely turn on that notification bell, because we need to see as to where these two are heading. Hopping into the SmackDown Tag Team titles, we have the Mysterios wanted to try a little bit of the smoke. Do you guys want to share? No, Hero Fix. We don't want to share anything. We want to come up and challenge and see if they can decrown the brand new champs, right? And this is pretty neat to see, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this real quick, because this was just a thought when Ray was a younger version of himself, and when Dominic was just on the come up. So the fact that they were able to share the ring, not only share the ring at the same time, but also be champions, this is a very special moment. So even if they do come over here and try the smoke, they're going to quickly find out that they're going to have their work cut out for them. Now, I actually want this match to be a Hell in a Cell tag team match. Some of these matches are not all Hell in a Cell. It's usually the main event, one in between and one towards the end. But a high-flying ability against the Street Profits, bro, dude, I am already down. I'm all in 100%. The smoke, dude, we lit that up a long time ago. But yes, Mysterios versus Street Profits. Raw Women's Champion Rhea Ripley wanted to see if Asuka can come back and see if she can recapture what was once hers. Now, we'll see. I don't know, man. Look, Asuka, she did great for all these years that she's been on the main roster. Not a lot we can actually say that about a lot of these NXT superstars. So the fact that she's made it this far, and this kind of almost applies to Rhea Ripley as well. So her coming up and just being crowned right here, champion on the main roster, blows my mind. Now, will Asuka? I do see Asuka coming back. She's like, yo, man, you gonna give me that title? No, not yet. Why? Because you ain't ready, sucker. Rhea Ripley versus Asuka right here for the championship. Keep in mind that this is just a match card prediction. I don't want to talk about as to who the actual winners are going to be, but one thing that I do want to discuss is, let's talk about what we were talking about yesterday. AJ Styles bringing the old farmland, pulling up right here in his WrestleMania squad gear. That's right, man. He's been doing some farm work. He's got the tractor here. Fix, get the hell out of here, man. I mean, this would be cool, right? If this was a Hell in a Cell match, and then he brought the John Deere, started rampaging through the New Day. Who would love to see that? I personally wouldn't. You know we're going to see the rematch. You know that the New Day will be coming back here to see if they can recapture the title. But I think with Omos, dude, AJ's got it made in the shade to retain Intercontinental Gold. Now, we had an epic fatal four-way match on SmackDown, right? We had Big E out there. We had Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and I don't want to count those three other guys out. They might be added or it might turn into a fatal five-way. But Aleister Black showing up at the end. A lot of questions that we need answered. Is he aligning himself right there with Apollo Crews? Does he see an opportunity in coming in here and eliminating the competition and then coming up and challenging for the title? That could very much be a thing, and a thing that needed to happen, because for the longest time, dude, like, where the hell is this guy going? What are they going to be doing with him? So now that we're actually seeing the man being portrayed right here within the title championship picture, I'm all in. Just like your lady, Sasha Banks. She walked through that door. She says, I'm going to be cashing in right now, right? We have that match. We had it. I lost it. Now, am I going to be coming back and being recrowned? That's why it's the follow-up match. And if there was any women's match within this pay-per-view that needs to be part of the Elimination Chamber actual match, this right here has to be it. For the women's tag team titles, this could actually be one of those matches that could also be thrown into the mix as far as being Hell in a Cell worthy. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because Tamina, she knows exactly what she's doing when she's climbing up, right? She'll make it all the way up to the top of the cell. She'll jump off, she'll bring that Snuka love, and then right there in the middle of the squared circle, we have the sharpshooter tapping out, maybe keeping the titles, maybe new champions. Now get the hell out of here. When was the last time that Tamina Snuka was champion? I'll tell you when. This is the first time. True story, you guys. In the entire history of WWE wrestling career, this has never been the thing. So I say we keep the titles. I say they go ahead, carrying it on to SummerSlam, and then have a big match feel. Not with these two ladies, because we do know that Mandy Rose, she's got heat, but I think we got a lot more heat right here that still needs to be unleashed. All right, real talk. Most likely it is going to be Damian Priest that will be competing for the Intercontinental Champion. But Roman Reigns, what the hell are you doing, man? Why are you falling down? See, here I am trying to incorporate you, even though you ain't going to be part of this match. And what you doing, man? You're falling down. You're sleeping on the damn figgy job. Maybe this is why you're not even in the title picture. But if it does happen, let's go ahead and say Sheamus. He steps in. He says, so did you hear about that story? What exactly is that, man? The story that you got the damn bro kick. No way in hell. Again, most likely Damian Priest. They haven't made the figgy yet, so we're compromising and we're going to go ahead and wrap it up with Braun. Yo, can they hear me? I don't know, man. Can they see you? I don't know, probably. Yo, Bobby Lashley. Yeah, what's going on, Drew? So, look, I know we've been challenging each other back and forth, pay-per-view after pay-per-view, but if you don't mind, sir, would you mind going in there just one more time? Give me that championship title. Let's make a deal. Let's get it. No, not yet. How about this? Instead of Drew McIntyre, because this will most likely, this is where it's going to all raveled up to, right? They'll put everything on the card. They'll put every competitor right there. They're making the script. Drew McIntyre, yeah, well, let's go ahead and throw out some ideas, right? Daniel Bryan. I want to talk about Mr. Bryan, because the man right there, he left SmackDown. What the hell happened to him? Did the contract really come to an end? It did come to an end. Has it been confirmed that he has re-signed, or is there going to be an AEW turn? Look, if there isn't a turn, I'm going to go ahead and say that Bryan will come back. He'll join the Raw brand. He'll maybe come in here as the underdog, because right now, Bobby Lashley, he's being built as the true almighty. So whether it's Daniel Bryan, whether it's Brock Lesnar, because that's also a big thing that could be very much it. Just think about it. Beastie Boy shows up, and now they have the match that they wanted to have in UFC. They wanted to have going on, I would say, 3 years, because that was the original conversation. So now that he's all truly built as this super giant right here for the Raw brand, the only man that could eventually come up, apart from Drew McIntyre, would be Beastie. And it is a big moment feel, right? Hell in a Cell. How do you get the people motivated to tune into SummerSlam? I'll tell you one way. The guy that has been completely gone, and here's the big thing about Beastie, is that he didn't want to come back to an empty arena. So now, have you guys already heard the rumor? Well, it's not a rumor. It's confirmed. WWE's going back on down the road. And that being said, yes, that has been re-signed. Beastie's like, let's go, man. You got people in the crowd. You're going to get hyped. Let's get it. He comes in here, challenges for the championship. SummerSlam moves on. And you know what? We'll talk about that a little bit now. But for right now, you guys, this is what we needed to talk about, man. The Hell in a Cell, man. I always get excited, overly hyped when it comes to this time of year. Action figure setup, figgy matches. Go in the comments, man, and drop a like if that's something that still needs to evolve right here inside the Hell in a Cell structure. Also, give me your thoughts and ideas as to what matches you would love to see. These are just some ideas. I know Hell in a Cell right here could be a big move for them, or it could be a huge drawback. Either way, let's see this, you guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Give me that damn title, boy.